Kia ora. Today I'm going to talk to you about starting the significant contemporary event from a geographic perspective, the Queenstown Winter Festival. So apologies for a start because we're just going to go through a very boring layout and I'm going to talk you through how to answer question 1, everybody. So what do we have to do first? We have to understand what the purpose of the Queenstown Winter Festival is. So basically the purpose of the Queenstown Winter Festival was to make money on the shoulder season of the tourism season. So the busy time of year is summer and spring and autumn. At the end of autumn, Queenstown dies a bit until the ski season starts. So from kind of May through to the start of June, it's really dead in Queenstown and they're trying to get more people there. The festival's been going for about 45 years and really it was started for fun for the locals and tourists alike. It's basically a big party. So we're also thinking about why is it significant? Queenstown Winter Festival is significant because it is the Southern Hemisphere's biggest winter celebration. Thinking also about the location of the Queenstown Winter Festival. Why is it important? It's important because it's an area of natural beauty. It's a resort area. It's surrounded by beautiful mountains that are covered in snow. And there is stunning finger lakes which were caused by glaciation in the last glaciation that you would have done in level 2 geography. What's next? So the location of the Queenstown Winter Festival, a lot of the events are held actually in Queenstown. Some of the other events are held in the periphery, that means in the surrounding areas, most recently at Cadrona ski area. Let's have a look at the specific features of the Queenstown Winter Festival event. All right, so lots of events are concentrated in Queenstown, like gigs and the opening ceremony. The mountain events are dispersed mainly at Cadrona at the moment because that's where they're holding it. They have the franchise to do that. We're going to now flick to something a little bit more interesting for you to watch, and I'm going to talk you through some of the events and where they are actually located, either concentrated in the town or dispersed in the periphery. So I'll flick over to that, close this down, have a look at this. I'm not quite sure where, I'll put a link to this website that I'm scrolling down on. So here we go. All right, so have a look at this. This is the start of the Queenstown Winter Festival. It's a night opening with fireworks and it's a real family event. However, there's also pretty much a party atmosphere. So here we are. Here's a view of part of Queenstown. This is also the opening ceremony. People light sticks and they walk down the centre of Queenstown streets. So the opening ceremony is held in the township. Now it's jumping up to the ski area, Cadrona, which is where they hold most of the events. Here's the dog derby. Lots of shepherds are in this dog derby. You can see I've got some hunterways there. This is the dog bark up. You get on the back of the ute there the dog gets up and see who's got the best bark. Here's the mountain bike derby, which is a little bit challenging. Looks like a lot of fun. Here's the tug of war while you are on skis. I like the headgear for protection there. Nice wedge there into the snow, if you know what I'm talking about if you're a skier. Here's the suitcase derby where people jump on their suitcases to come down the hill. Now that might be flicking back to the beginning again. Yep, there's some more shots of the fire at the opening ceremony. So that's pretty much it. In a nutshell, very quick look at some of the events. Of course, there's all sorts of gigs in the centre of town. There are comedy events. So 4 days of lots of fun. What have I got down here? Oh, that's just the rest of the website. And how you can log on to be friends. All right. Sorry, coming back to our, actually, what are we doing? So that kind of gave you a bit of background to some of the events. you can look on the website and see where the events are concentrated and dispersed. So the groups involved in the event are, we've got the organisers, which is the Queenstown Lakes District Council, and there are tourists, obviously, who come. They are attracted to go. There are domestic tourists from New Zealand and also international tourists that arrive. Scrolling down here, I've put a number of here for you to fill in. Of course, we've got locals who are attendees. We've also got the locals who are the workers at the events and workers at the facilities. There are event performers. They are also a group. There are sponsors. This year or last year and this year was supposed to be sponsored by Real Journeys, but in the past, American Express was one of the sponsors. All right, come on down to the map. Part of this assignment is to show the spatial component. Here's a map, and on this we've got a few labels, and it's got some things that maps need. So I'll share this with you. What we need to do is we need to write annotations for the things on the map. So an annotation, remember, is a sentence, not a label. Up here on the map, what I've got there in those boxes, that's a label. All right, and that's actually not the Queenstown CBD. The CBD is basically where my finger is. All right. Flicking down here, what have we got? We've got to annotate the things that were on the map. Why is the Queenstown Winter Festival significant to the Queenstown Central Business District? Well, this is where lots of the things are actually on, like gigs, opening ceremony, jump off the jetty, to see how far you can get in the middle of winter. Those sort of events. The Queenstown Airport is significant because anyone who flies in for the festival will arrive via the airport. State Highway 6 is the way that most domestic tourists arrive if they drive to Queenstown. The Crown Range Road, that is the road from Queenstown to the Cadrona ski field. So anyone who's going to go to the snow events will have to drive on that road. The Cadrona ski area, that is the resort where the festival was held last year and was supposed to be held this year. In the past, though, the Remarkables and Coronet ski areas have also been involved in hosting the Queenstown Winter Festival. Righto, enough. I will upload this and you can watch it as many times as you like to see if you can work out how to do question 1. Talk at the Google Meet. Ka kite.